welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about microblading. I wanted to make this video specifically for my clients and my future clients. Anytime anybody contacts me in regards to wanting to get their brows done, they have a lot of questions for me. So I figured I would just make a quick, easy video for you guys to check. This question is, how long does it last? So microblading lasts 1 to 3 years. If you have oily skin, it probably will last 1 to 2. If you have normal to dry skin, it will last 2 to 3, sometimes even 4 years. Question is, after I get microblading done, do I still need to get a wax or thread my eyebrows? Well, that's really up to you. You know, regardless, you're still gonna have hairs grow, obviously the outside of the brow. So you can either pluck those, being that you already have the shape that you want. Usually people get waxing or threading done because they want a particular shape to their brows. But once you have microblading, that's pretty much taken care of. So you don't necessarily have to get threaded or waxed. You can pluck them. However, you can definitely do both. The question is, does it hurt? So microblading, let's just say it's not very comfortable. I do use a numbing cream and a blue gel. The numbing cream definitely helps, and so does the blue gel. However, every skin is different, so what might not be uncomfortable for you is uncomfortable for somebody else. Another question is, can I go to the beach, pool, out in the sun after getting microbladed? No. Okay, so you have to think about it this way. You have a whole bunch of little cuts on your brows. Now, if you had like a cut on your arm or a cut anywhere on your body, obviously if you go into the salt water, it's not going to feel good. It's going to sting, and depending on what is in the water, I mean, you never know really nowadays, you could also possibly catch an infection. With that being said, also in regards to the sun, you definitely have to wear a hat when you go out in the sun. I don't suggest to go out in the sun because usually when you're under the sun, you are sweat. And that's a big no-no for the first 10 days. 7 to 10 days when you get microblading done, you need to definitely keep sweating to a minimum. Okay, fifth question, I think. Can I go to the gym? So you need to stay away and out of the gym for at least 72 hours. I know that gym is life, and you know, it's kind of hard for those that are always going to the gym to be without it for 72 hours, but I promise you it's worth it. The gym is a very dirty place. You never know, you could be sweating, touch your eyebrows, you could catch something. Sixth question is, can I wear makeup? No. Okay, you cannot wear makeup coming to the procedure, and you cannot wear makeup after the procedure. Reason being, let's say that even you don't put it on your eyebrows, but you put foundation on your forehead or under here. As the day goes by, you tend to sweat a little bit, and the oils, just let's say from the makeup drip down to the brows, whether you notice it or not. So that could definitely clog the strokes that I have made. Possibly could cause an infection or discoloration of the eyebrows. So wearing makeup is definitely a no-no for about at least 7 days. Seventh question, can I drink alcohol after the procedure? You cannot drink alcohol before or after the procedure. Reason being is alcohol thins your blood, and that will not be good for the healing of your brows. So pretty much anything near your brows that could potentially cause an infection or dirt to come into contact with your brows, stay away from it, okay? It's just a few days, guys. You know, I mean, you spend like 3 hours getting your eyebrows microbladed, and the least you can do is just follow these freaking instructions for 7 to 10 days, and you're gonna be okay, all right? So guys, I wanna talk about before the procedure. Anything pretty much that is for your skin, that is for acne, you need to stop it 1 week before. Anything pretty much that has medication that you use on your face, and I'm not talking about like wrinkle creams and stuff. I'm talking about acne medication such as Accutane or Retin-A or such and such. You need to stop taking those 1 week before. If you are a diabetic, I do not suggest getting microblading done. If you are breastfeeding, if you are pregnant, You cannot get microblading done. I see so many girls that just popped out a baby and want to get their brows done, and they're breastfeeding and they want to get their brows done, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, you have to wait. It's like your baby comes first, and God forbid you get an infection in your brows, it's going to pass in your milk, and then you're not going to be able to breastfeed your baby, and I would never wish that on anybody. So bear with me. I'm sorry. I'm doing it for your safety and the safety of the baby. No blood thinners, no Advil, no Tylenol. No, do not go under the sun 24 hours before the procedure, because your skin is more sensitive after you spend the day out in the sun, and your skin will become very irritated if you get microblading done afterwards. Okay, so now I wanted to go over a little bit about the actual procedure. This is pretty much what's gonna happen when you come see me. You're gonna first fill out some paperwork. We'll go over any questions or concerns that you have. Afterwards, you will lay down on the massage bed. We will go over what I think the best pigment for your skin and eyebrows are. We will talk about whether you want to do numbing or not. Measuring takes about 30 to 40 minutes. Sometimes, let's say I will draw out a template that I think looks nice for the client, then I show the client and the client doesn't like it because it's either too thick usually, because I really love thick eyebrows, so I always tend to like give them that little like extra thickness, and not everyone is about that. So if it was up to me, I always tell my clients I would get everybody like big, thick, long eyebrows, but you know, that's not everyone's style, and that's cool. The actual microblading procedure is about 1 hour to an hour and a half for each brow, depending on how much hair you have. Let's just say once you come in for the actual appointment, you're gonna be spending about 3 to 3.5 hours with me, usually 3. So for aftercare, with my first clients, I actually used to do dry healing, but I've now decided to do wet healing. So this is what you guys are gonna do. First day after getting your eyebrows done, you're going to pass a cotton swab with cold water, and you're going to press them on your brows, no soap. This is just to remove any of the lymph fluid that is on your brows. Lymph fluid is, you know when you get a cut and you see that kind of like that yellow liquid come out? That is lymph fluid. So you're gonna do that every few hours to get rid of that. The next day, you're going to also, with a cotton swab, you're going to wet it with cold water, and you're going to not rub it, you're going to dab your eyebrows to just kind of clean them a little bit, and you're going to do this 3 times a day. On day 3, you can now do the same thing, but you can add a little bit of mild soap. You can use any baby soap, hypoallergenic soap, antibacterial soap such as maybe Dial. Put very little bit of soap on it with water and just slightly, just gently clean them. And then you're going to do the same thing with a cotton swab, just with water to remove the soap. And then you're going to pat them dry. Please do not do this with a towel. Towel has a lot of germs on them, especially if you already use them. Try to do this with a cotton swab. On day 5, if you guys want, you can start putting a very tiny bit of Aquaphor on your brow. Your brows should not look shiny. They should not feel wet. I mean, I kid you not, you need a very, very small amount. You do not want to keep your eyebrows wet or full of moisture, because that is not good for the healing. Also, when you do apply the Aquaphor, if you had Aquaphor on them before, you need to remove that with cold water and soap, so you clean your brows before reapplying the Aquaphor, because if not, you're going to clog the pores and it's not going to be good for your final healing results. So about after 7 to 10 days, if you're not liking the way that your eyebrows look, because at this point they will be peeling, some of the strokes will have gone, completely disappeared. This is called ghosting, which is completely normal. Your brows will reappear after your skin regenerates after 28 days. This is why it is very important between 30 to 35 days to get your touch-up, because then at that point I will go over any strokes that have faded completely or that just look blotchy. But like I said, at that point, if you want to apply a little bit of makeup just to make them look nicer when you go out, you may do that after 7 days. I hope this video helped you guys, and if you have any questions, please feel free to DM me. My Instagram is at BellaBrow by Vera, and my Facebook page as well. And yeah, I really hope this video helped you guys out, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.